Hi there, guys. My name is Jamil Gaskins, and I will be presenting the article Green Grab, Red Light by Fred Pierce. Fred Pierce, born on December 30th, 1951, is an author that studied at the University of Cambridge and specializes in topics of environmental change. A good overarching statement for the ideas behind this article is global intervention in tropical forests to fight climate change could sideline their most effective guardians. As we continue to be horrible inhabitants of Earth, more and more deforestation of the Amazon rainforest continues. However, in some regions, the indigenous people are fighting back loggers, gold miners, cattle ranchers, and others that wish to come and destroy the land for their own profit. While one would think that state legislation would be the forefront of forest protection, there's more and more evidence showing that, in fact, indigenous people provide a stronger line of defense. 300 plus indigenous territories make up the Brazilian Amazon and have a large part in slowing deforestation. One of which tribes is the Kayapo, which control 10.6 million hectares in the southeastern Amazon. This tribe met deforesters with often violent retaliation and have kept deforestation rates at, quote, close to zero, end quote, according to Daniel Nepstan, an Amazon researcher at the Earth Innovation Institute in San Francisco. Deforestation rates in community-owned forests have been, quote, generally lower than regions dominated by protected areas. A good example of this is Mexico, where rural communities own 60% of the country's forests and have often outperformed logged forest reserves. One example of this is in the Yucatan region communities. They outperformed the Cocamole Biosphere Reserve by over 200-fold. A quote from the article is communities with rights to resources conserve those resources, while communities without rights have no reason to conserve, and deforestation will ensue. The reducing emissions from deforestation and forest degradation. Red is legislation labeling large forested areas as carbon sinks and allows those that claim protected red forests to gain carbon credits. And these credits are representing carbon in the forest that would have been lost due to deforestation. These credits can be sold to offset industrial emissions elsewhere. So, long story short, what that means is you own these areas, and to stop emissions from being overpopulated in one area, you can sell those credits off somewhere else to basically just go put the pollution somewhere else. The RED project is intended to cover 120,000 square kilometers of forest over the entirety of Mai Nombe. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correct. And a map of this can be seen here on the right. It is a region in like the southeastern part of Africa. And 1.8 million inhabitants live in these areas and have not been informed of this legislation, which is a huge threat to their livelihood. Uh, by conferring new value on forest land, RED could create incentives for government and commercial interests to actively deny or passively ignore the rights of indigenous and other forest-dependent communities to access and control forest resources. Alrighty, and that's pretty much everything from the article Green Grab, Red Light. Thank you.